draft here.
Oh, I love
Is it
Casey's
gonna be
draft.
alright?
I think especially the Rakan pick was just so good and really tied it together. It really shows what we like about Casey when targeting was on engage.
Where are we keeping our...
In terms of gold, a slight advantage building in his favor. And the same can be said in mid as Caps continues to keep the push up. Yike hovering around bot means that Casey could be looking for a play.
Their centers is not connecting. Casey playing with it a little bit, and with the fog of war, Yike was just spotted. So they know he's there. It was on the edge of vision as well as you get a picture towards the mid.
Opt though, because they're still playing very far up. Lebrov doesn't know. Oh, he doesn't know.
Maybe he doesn't know. Maybe it's just an observer thing. Lebrov did walk up. He flayed, but he's just dead. First blood to Casey.
All this has done is really equalized the gold as G2 set their sights on the top side of the map. Caps has the ulti available.
True, and Skewmon beelining there as well. There's good damage from what's going to be used. You're right, Karna, but no Mega Gnar. He flashes away and he's going to build out that bar. He will be able to hold in the wall. Fear Beyond Death as well set up, and Karna into the grinder. Broken blade makes him a crab.
This is
now
exactly...
Skewmon going to instead take one grub on top side, move towards Dragon. The Dragon stacking has been Casey's win condition throughout this series, so Skewmon basically trying to right those wrongs down and say, I need to start this and take this away to enable us to play on sides, to cross-map and use these semi-globals that we have.
And Handsome doing a good job of keeping bot lane pushed in. Caps again with the prior on mid lane. Vladdy regroups with the team as a root comes through from Kalist.
I mean, Hansan, a bit of damage there, but he walks into a trap. He has to cleanse away Hansan and Second play from your mother.
He's clean with it. Gets the headshot. But the Dragon is stolen by Casey on the other side.
But there is a dark passage. The play doesn't end there. Caps gets a rune prison. He runs into the Chaos Storm. Vladdy walks back for the lost chapter, so he's got some damage to play with. But the Chaos Storm is simply a zoning tool while Wind becomes lightning and Caps. It comes up, then down. Skewmon over the wall. It turns into a scrap. Everybody's dying. Lebron's getting low, but Skewmon can't go back in because he knows he too will perish. Vladdy's going to get a kill. You make it a double. Do you want to upgrade to the triple cheeseburger, sir? No, says Casey. Some are already towards his first item at the very least, as G2 thinking about how they can position to make 3 grubs out of 1 currently. Dark Passage set up, Chaos Storm down, he's got Blackfire Torch. This Victor's stronger than you'd think he'd be. Onto Lebrov, the flash is at least negated, but Vladdy got another kill. 3 here for the Creek God. Wind becomes lightning, becomes a flash for Skewmon. Casey are going to take these with glee.
Still though, Narc has to try to escape Kana, nearly running in towards Broken Blade there. So KC, they pick up the kill as Lebrov goes that little bit too far forward, but Caps now.
Be caught out. There's going to be a Mega Gnar here as well. He doesn't have his flash from the last fight. He's into the wall and stuck there a second time. Kana ordering him away. Lands on his head and Caps gets clapped as Kana's going to be into the grinder. That's good, but Vladdy's not done yet. The knockup is he's low on mana and can't find anything apart from an auto.
Per kill, like it was 25 and then they nerfed it. But the fact that he's been involved in 5 kills, Skewmon has used the ultimate. He set his sights onto Vladdy.
Oh, Vladdy's in a lot of trouble, but the Chaos Storm setting down will help out a little bit, but Vladdy in the middle of 3, you can't do anything about that. At least the Chaos Storm is going to get something after the back, and while he's dead, Vladdy gets another shutdown. Death Sentence misses here. Caps kites back, and he's looking for his old jungler, and he kites away. Lebrov gets that one as G2 in front of the Dragon. Level of Purge, the W the max first. No mana, no problems, always on in a fight as well. You just got to wait for the shotgun knees to refresh us all. Broken Blade 2-1 and 2. He's the one who's taken the most kills so far out of G2 as this Dragon still in contest at 2.8k, and KC thinking about how they get in.
Vladdy's ultimate is nearly up. They're just trying to find time. Stolen again!
I feel like he's just smite king this split. How many times does Yike just walk into the game? Is still so even.
I love how aware KC are of the win conditions from G2 though. Look at where Pantheon and Lebrov were. They are immediately moving down to this bot side to threaten a dive on towards Kana. Kana shifts completely out of that vicinity and says, no, we will trade towers on opposite side of the map. We are giving you nothing in this game. And this is where G2 are just kind of getting stumped. They don't know where they're supposed to be to try and force these plays. Kalist does need to be a little careful on the mid wave though, as there's several members of G2 here, and one hook could be a disaster.
Lebrov's waiting to send it out, walks to the turret, Death Sentence connects. No dive there. Celestial Blessing will be down as well as Hansama shows his face. But remember, the only thing here now is a Herald that G2 start while they push top and reset. So for G2, they hold control over top.
The most vulnerable points for KC are when they are trying to split across all 3 lanes, because you are very vulnerable both as Mini Gnar and Victor to try and protect these side waves. That's why we're seeing KC. Yes, they have Khan in the bot wave, but they're trying to clump up this 4. They look for the mid lane turret, and they're just not trying to give G2 opportunities to use the double ultimates that they have.
But it will be a 2-for-1 trade. Broken Blade's going to get top, but Kana, I think, just gets bot.
Yeah.
I think KC's overall quite happy with this. just because it's likely that G2 will then use the Herald to secure mid, so ultimately it'll just be all of the outer towers looking to fall. Third tower goes down for KC. Oh no, they're committing to top. They want to keep pressure on one side of the map.
Targamas in for a flank. Labrov hooks him out. There's the zone in a turret, definitely more valuable. So the long con play for G2 works out as they get out with it. And Hans Summer, he's over a trap right now, but they group up as 5.
My only issue with that is I feel mid tower gives you so much access into the jungle.
That's true.
Which I think is very important for G2's composition that wants to attack side lanes. Targamas will get hooked.
A Death Sender's going to be taken in. The Dark Passage down as well. The box laid bare, but away they get separated. Yikes, ulti was brilliant. The new KC jungle, the old blood from G2 has to tell them to go away while Kana, an inner turret of his own making, is there while Hansama's on the run. Wind becomes lightning, and Hansama Flash is now gone.
TP onto the bottom side from Caps just to try and keep the tier 2 alive, but Kana has his own reinforcements coming and Caps might be in trouble.
About to go into Magana against the wall. He'll find himself the turret. Is he going to give any redistribution of damage? Instead, Caps dies. Vladdy is 6-1-2 versus the mid
Trying
lane.
to contest this, and again, Dragon stacking, third Dragon potentially here for KC as G2. How do you try and force this? Targamas has a great flank position here.
But let's see, because Dragon's not done yet. Great ulti from Yike as well. Death Sender's on the Dragon, but it's again the Smite King of Winter. Oh! Korean Juggernaut! Blow G2 apart!
Kana, that was unbelievable! You just connected a 5-man ulti onto G2 and wiped them off the map!
G2 disappear in the blink of an eye. As KC have been clean, they have been quick, they have responded where they need to. And G2 look lost against this team.
Nothing good happens to Europe in the bot lane. Nothing good happens to G2 in the bot lane. And while they might find mid-turret, while they might stem some of the bleeding, that has moved to 5k now for Artikan's gonna die. Kalissa's defending this. Bit of wave clear, and at least G2 are trying to get some gold back on the map, but the turret not going to be hit any further. The wave's gone, the curtain call out as well. Hansama wants to get away the quick.
If they can get a shutdown onto Vladdy, it would be huge, and he may have overstepped.
Artikan, remember, we'll give him a revive. He's looking for the wave, but he'll be catched, caught. He'll go golden, but there's Enforce coming in as well. Vladdy might die, but again, with Artikan, TP going to be burned up as well, but G2 is still running away from this. Even after the teleport from Broken Blade, that crab's got to go rave somewhere else. Deadly throw from Kliss is clean, and Kana setting up to do it again, but instead the knockup's there, and Kana hits them all once more! No, you cannot! He screams into G2's ears! It's KC's new day!
KC just threw the G2 legacy out the window with that ultimate from Kana. The team fighting has been clean, and with that, they are running towards the base. It won't end here, but the stab wounds are bleeding from G2.
With all the gold in their pockets, it may as well be G2
towards the mid
down.
lane from Vladdy, though. G2 are trying desperately to get on towards this Dragon, but they've left their base very vulnerable as a result. Hansama has to go, and now it's 4v5.
KC are enclosing on them. Yike with the perfect ulti as well, and Targamas just charms up. Skewmon can't get out alive, and Kana is about to go mega once again. Will fly in and smack them down. Know your place and kneel. KC challenging the kings, changing dynasties, and changing the fate of European League of Legends.
The wave of minions is coming, and a new wave is coming to the LEC.
And it's a new day, isn't it, with the minions channeling into the base. It is a blue day, a day for the old kings to finally kneel from 10th place to finalists, from last place to the first stand. Karmine Corp are your new kings of winter 2025 with the Nexus exposed. Whoa!